Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Blu-Roy Movies. How are we all doing? Today, I've got a nice stack of stuff to show you, to show off. Well, not really showing off. I'm not showing off. I'm just showing you what I've picked up over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Can't remember if it's 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago since I made one of these videos. But there you go. Yeah, we've got some DVDs, Blu-rays, 4Ks. I've got a bit of charity shop, CEX, eBay, Amazon, and I've got a lovely little gift here as well. And I'm just sat in an I want to say annoying bit of sunshine, but we've got to make the most of it now. Look, I don't know whether to stay in the light side or enter over into the dark side of the force. Maybe the dark side would be better. Right, let's crack on anyway. Enough waffling. Now, I spoke a few weeks ago when I was doing the weekly watches. I think, what did I watch? Free State of Jones. And I was talking how the American Civil War fascinated me, really. And I wanted to delve into more Civil War films. So I just happened upon this DVD in a charity shop. A double pack with Gods and Generals and Gettysburg, two films that I haven't had the pleasure of. I think they're two quite long films, so I should have to find some time to sit down and watch them. But look at this DVD box set. It's still sealed, and originally somebody paid $29.99 for that, so quite expensive back in the day. I'm guessing it's quite a good number of years ago. And what's it say there? Silver screen. So I'm not sure whether that was a shop or a mail order company back in the day. Yeah, but 30 quid would have been quite expensive, I should imagine. And I got it in the charity shop for £1 there. So a real bargain. Really pleased that. Like I say, still sealed. Ain't got to worry that the discs are scuffed or scratched or had somebody's bum being wiped with them or anything like that. But yeah, all good stuff. So I want to get into them two films. Right, next, the Blu-rays. We'll do it, DVD, Blu-ray, 4K. Like Gillette, we'll save the best till last. Charity shop. I think I paid 50p for this one. Never heard of it. Vile. Got sucked in by the warning, extreme content warning at the bottom, so we'll give it a go. Whether it'll be extreme or not, I've no idea. It's got no actors' names on the front of it, so I'm presuming I won't have heard of any of them. Maybe if some of me more horror-centric viewers know anything about that, let me know. Tim, Ash, maybe Marcus, if Marcus escapes from being loved up to watch a video. I'm only kidding, mate. Wish you all the best. Let me know down below. Vile. Next up, another charity shop find. A film I have seen, Deep Impact. I think it came out about the same time as Armageddon, and I remember preferring Armageddon more, and I've seen Armageddon more times. And I think I've only seen this once, so maybe I'll find it a little bit better when I watch it a second time. And that's my sort of auction. £11, £7, and I paid 99p. But that's a lot of stickers to have to peel off now. Yeah, Deep Impact. I shall give that a go. Up next, I might take some flack over this one. I've been watching a few things recently set in like manor houses and that, and these sort of period drama things, and I've been quite enjoying them, which my taste in film, I think, is ever changing, because I'd never have watched anything like that a few years ago. So I thought I might give this a go, Downton Abbey. I know Ollie Loves Films is a big fan of it and he's seen all the films and been to the cinema by himself to watch the movies. So I'll give it a go. I'll see what I think. I might get hooked on it. I think you can get them whole series box set for a tenner or something stupid. So if I like series 1, I might go for that and give it a good watch. Right, next up, I watched Evil Under the Sun a couple of weeks ago. You might have seen it on the weekly watches if you've seen it. And I really enjoyed it, the Hercule Poirot film, Agatha Christie. So I thought I'd give Death on the Nile a watch. Now, I've got a DVD copy somewhere behind my shelves here, behind the Blu-rays, and I couldn't be asked to try and find it. It could be in there anyway. So I went on eBay and Death on the Nile, found myself a Blu-ray copy for £3 or £4, something stupid. So I've ordered a Blu-ray copy so I can now watch Death on the Nile. Yeah, Peter Ustinov, really good in the role from what I can remember. Well, he was good in Evil Under the Sun. Yeah, just great British filmmaking. Love a bit of Agatha Christie. And next up, another one with a bit of a tail to it. You might remember weekly watches. I went to watch Fort Apache, but ended up watching Tall in the Saddle because it had the wrong bloody disc in it. So I found on eBay an American release, John Ford classic, Fort Apache. I've now got all the Cavalry trilogy on Blu-ray. And this is the one, I think I've seen it years ago, but I don't remember. So, love me John Wayne, love Henry Fonda. Really looking forward to seeing them both together in here. American release, it did claim on eBay to be region free, and I subsequently put it in the player just to test it out, and yep, it's region free. And again, quite cheap, paid a £5 for it, I think, something like that. So yeah, really good bargain. That sun's annoying me now. Definitely stay in the dark side of the Force. Right, CEX Blu-rays. Had a little look through the shelves the other day. Traded a bit of stuff in. Stuff that I'm not going to watch. So I thought I'd get something that I would watch. The first one being this one that I've heard really, really good things about down the years. The Vanishing. I think, is it German or French or something? It's a foreign film anyway, all about this guy's wife who goes missing and he has to try and find her. And from what I've always heard, it's a twisty, really fascinating story that has you like on the edge of your seat. So yeah, I'm actually looking forward to giving that one a view. So any fans of that one, let me know down below. Next, just an all-time classic that I've got a DVD again somewhere behind that lot somewhere. So I thought I'd upgrade it to the Blu-ray. And that's The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind with Jim Carrey, Kate Winslet, Kirsten Dunst, Mark Ruffalo, Elijah Wood. Really, really good sci-fi romance film, twisty film, one that makes you think, which I need that now and again. It's not often I think. So yeah, looking forward to giving that one a rewatch. Next, we've got a couple of Blu-rays from Amazon. Now, one of my cinematic watching ambitions is to watch every single Best Picture winner. And I haven't seen this one, Driving Miss Daisy, or as it must be known in German, Miss Daisy und her Chauffeur, because I don't think we've got a release over here, so I had to pick up this German release. Yeah, Morgan Freeman, Jessica Tandy, Dan Aykroyd, just a film that has always passed me by. Again, like I say, Best Picture winner. Well, I'm pretty sure it is anyway. I'm going to look a mug if it isn't. And yeah, I'm sure I'll get something out of that. Driving Miss Daisy. Next one, that son Nathan, he'll be pleased I picked this one up because he's been on at me for ages to see this one, because I think he watched it with his girlfriend Katie, and thoroughly enjoyed it. As Heretic with Hugh Grant, which I don't know anything about this film whatsoever. I think it's a bit of a horror film. I do like me Hugh Grant films. I think from his younger days, his floppy hairstyle stuff, to his older days, is just as good now. I think he's a decent actor and quite underrated. I've always known as this bumbling sort of English character, but no, I think he's quite good. Yeah, Heretic. So I'll get that watched, Nathan, if you're watching, and we'll let you know what we think. Right, next up, stack of 4Ks, the 4K goodness. And I'm going to start off with a gift. The section of the video I like to call sponsored by Larry Boyd, and Larry's done it again for me, mate. Really appreciate this. I saw on Kermit's Ghost video on Monday that the James Bond, Sean Connery films had got individual releases, and I knew that Larry had picked up the box set, so I just messaged him asking him what the transfers are like, are they worth upgrading from the Blu-ray, and he told me they looked fantastic. So with that in mind, I'm going to go about the task of picking up all the Sean Connery ones. And then Larry messaged me a few minutes later. He says, I picked up Dr. No to help you on your way for you. And you didn't need to do that, mate, but I really, truly appreciate it. I do send Larry some stuff, but not nearly as much as he sends me. He really does spoil me. Yeah, quite a tinker. So yeah, thanks very much for that, Larry. Absolutely blinded. I've got a blood test today, so I think I'll leave it to one side and I'll watch some of it before I go out and watch the rest in a bit. Yeah, looking forward to that. And like I say, accumulating the rest of the Connery Bonds, because Connery's the best Bond. Yeah, bloody love Connery. Next sort of real bargain this is, and I think it's still available. Actually, this one was eBay, this one. Yeah, I think this is still available on eBay. The 3-movie collection 4K of the Deadpools, which includes, I can't remember whether it's this year or last year, but quite recently, Deadpool versus Wolverine. And I paid for this $9.99, which I think is a standout bargain. And it's still available on eBay. I think just search Deadpool 4K and it comes up top of the pile. Yeah, tenner for 3 4Ks, 333. That's how you do maths, Tim. 333.33 recurring. Yeah, great stuff. Replaced now my 2 Deadpool Blu-rays, 1 and 2. I've actually passed them on to a good home. Mo, if you're watching. Yeah, so not seen the new one yet, and I'm going through the MCU again, so when I get to that, I've got it there ready in 4K. Next to film I have seen on TV, and I don't think I've even owned a DVD copy of it, and that's Basic Instinct. And when I saw that in my local CEX, and I had vouchers, 12 quid, I grabbed that. I've not seen it for years. I remember it being a really good neo-noir type thriller with that famous scene which got lads, when I get to that in 4K, I'll give it a pause and let you know. If you know, you know, but I'm sure you do. I've got a DVD copy of Basic Instinct 2, which is absolutely awful, so why I've never owned a copy of the original, I've no idea. Some sort of numpty. Another one from the local CEX, 48 Hours, 8 quid. I thought that was bargain, and yep, discs are in there, Stuart. Always check your discs. Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy, seen it years ago. Remember, absolutely zilch about it. Never seen 48 Hours 2, I don't think, but I remember quite liking this, so we'll revisit that at some point. And a film, actually, that brother Adrian will be pleased I picked up, because it's been on about me on about it for me to watch this film for quite a while, and I've not got onto it, but now I've got a 4K copy. Gladiator 2. I know it's not going to be a patch on the original. The original is absolutely classic, but I'm sure I'll get some fun out of that. Yeah, Gladiator 2. So that's it. That's everything I've grabbed over the last 2 or 3 weeks. Some good stuff there, I'm sure you'll agree. Maybe some lots of good stuff with Voyle. But yeah, Downton Abbey maybe. We'll give them a go though. Thanks ever so much for watching, guys. Keep your commenting up. I always say it. I know I love the comments. Love the interaction. It's the best part of doing YouTube, I think. Give us a thumbs up and all that nonsense. Apparently it helps out, so it must be true. Subscribe if you want to hear more. And I'll catch you on the next one. Ta-ra.